Alright, what's up guys? So, today we are playing What Remains of Edith Finch. I think that's... Yeah, that's the name. Sorry about that. This is like quite a sad game. It's a bit like... I think it's some sort of like mystery game. Don't really know too much about it, but it's like meant to be like quite sad. Just change it up a bit. I don't usually play sad games on my channel. I haven't streamed for a while, so might as well play through something that like actually like means something. So okay, so we're on a ship.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay. So there's a house. Some Hello Neighbor looking house.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh. Okay. Mailbox.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Whoa.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Okay.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
I would go exploring down there or whatever, but I'm really slow in this game and you can't run, so...
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Thought that hoe was gonna eat me.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Oh, it's my house.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh wow. What in the Hello Neighbor? It's quite an odd looking house.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Okay, so whoever lives in that top room up there, I'm scared for you, because that does not look very... It kind of looks like a bit of a health hazard, but yeah, I mean it's still here now, and I suppose yeah. So okay, so why opens that?
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
I'm 17, that's crazy.
I was afraid of the house.
Sound about 11. Okay, so I think the buttons are, you can open menu and you can zoom. Okay. Some fertilizer. Okay. Oh, a missing poster. I think. Yeah.
I hope the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Okay.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Straight up
Crawling through
gone
the
for the
doggy
cat
door
flap.
used to be a lot easier when I was
Okay, that's
11.
double door. Same thing. Any ice cream? No way. Is that some ice cream? Was there a tennis ball hanging from the ceiling? The music kind of reminds me of Heavy Rain. It's a good game as well. It's got an emotional game.
For the
Quite
first
misty.
time in years,
Made by
I
Quantic
felt like I
Dream.
was home.
Would definitely recommend Heavy Rain. One of my favourite games.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Okay, I need to do a mic check.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Okay. Do we have an echo? Do we have an echo?
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Okay, there's definitely an echo. Well, I can't do nothing about that. It's bearable. Let me have a look at.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Nothing in the house looked abnormal.
Okay, so that sounds pretty fine. Okay, so that sounds pretty fine. Yeah, that sounds good. Can't really hear the audio that's well, but we've got subtitles. It's like loud enough. I think I have games too loud anyway. Oh. What does that say? Barbecue?
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara,
Or
along
Barbara?
with the rest of the house.
Is Barbara Bigfoot? Okay.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key
So I'm
didn't
gonna
fit.
go in there. Okay, never mind. Got some spooky stuff in the basement. But we can't go in there. I assume we'll be able to.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh, the house sank. Can we go out here? Oh, that's not even a door, that's a window.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Chinese, yummy. Need some of that shit. Okay, upstairs. Oh. Okay, this door has literally been like glued in. Forgot what that stuff is called, insulation or something.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Oh. What? I don't know if I want to go in there. Probably stinks. Packing peanuts.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
They look like so edible. Damn. Is that a bong? So why have you just got 2 boxes of packing peanuts?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Upstairs. Damn.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Wait.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
That's not nice. That's like, I mean, I suppose like, we won't forget them, but it's like, I just feel a bit odd. No. Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Gregory was not very old. Sven Eddy.
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Edith, that's the one, the name. Okay, these like survived quite a long time. Eddie was like pretty old actually. Wow. Damn. It's a pretty cool door to be fair. Oh. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Ooh. Okay, that looks like really uncanny. I don't like that. That's strange.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Oh.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh. That wasn't controller drift, by the way, that was just me lifting up, because these are like interactive, so you've got to like twist the key and stuff.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Was there a skipping rope?
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Or was this Molly's room?
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh. Oh. So I think the whole premise is that like everyone in the house died. And we're basically finding out why everyone...
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Because a lot of them were very young. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh my lord. Okay. Just ate gerbil food. I'm gonna eat a pumpkin.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, can I eat the fish? Yeah. Oh, very good. Starfish.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I'm hungry though. Oh, we're gonna find out what's in this room. Oh, it's just a toilet. Why has your toilet got that much water in it?
I kept eating and eating.
What the flip, man? Was that toothpaste you just ate?
Then I heard chirping outside my window. I ate a lot of things that night.
Come on, that's just like... I ate a whole blimmin' thing of toothpaste.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Oh.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh. Oh.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Oh my lord, you wanna eat it?
I gobbled her up.
Oh.
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh. So I assume this is her imagining events. Oh.
Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off
Please
to
cook
find
it.
something bigger.
What are you gonna find that's bigger than that?
A mama rabbit.
Well.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh. What the flip? Whee!
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seeds. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Oh. Can you eat a seal? Like, in like being a human. I mean. I was bleeding.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Okay, what am I now? Oh, I'm an eel.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh! Just ate him.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. Passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
It's such pretty cool, to be fair.
I got closer and closer.
I'm in my room again.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will
So how did she die though? Because
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here. This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum.
Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Not built 1937. Sven Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh. This is the bathroom.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Oh. Alright, here we go. Here's another book. Okay. There's another one of them like interactive cutscene things to see how they...
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look.
Oh.
It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Mitten. Oh, oh, Milton. Oh, this is Milton and Calvin's room, I think.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin,
Okay, never mind.
and that he never talked about him.
Wait, whose room is this then? Because it's Calvin's room and... Oh, and Sam. This is pretty cool.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Yeah, this doesn't look very safe.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again.
Analog stick.
And he wasn't.
Leg. Okay.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Yeah, I want dinner.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Classic more.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here.
Come on.
But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh.
That's what I want to remember
This is
about my
scary,
brother.
man. Oh. Oh, this feels so weird. Oh, I'm gonna go around.
That's the day he made up his mind for. And he did.
Oh. I think he flew, but not in that way. That is really sad, actually.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
What? What? You wanted to unalive yourself? Okay.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That is awesome. Oh. Secrets. That is awesome.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh. Is that a... What the flip?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
My friend Bigfoot. Oh.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it
Oh, what was that?
The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Oh, it's cool.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, it's interactive. Oh.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, that is awesome. Oh.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Doesn't this get copyrighted? Oh, I've got one. Wait. Blood. Oh.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Rick?
I just smacked him
Barb,
on the face.
relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Smacked him with a
Then
crutch.
act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
It's gonna be a trick, ain't it? Trying to trick me. I ain't scared of nothing. Okay, never mind.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Kick him. Yes. No, I would have slapped him with the crutch.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Wait, yes.
She played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Or for opening and slapping. Yes. Yes.
But
Oh, no,
she
get down.
sensed the story might not be over yet.
Alright, get down there quicker then. No, what the flip? Anything. It's gonna be gone, ain't it? What did I say?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh.
You were wonderful.
Are you serious?
Had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time.
Oh.
They took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That story was quite different, to be fair.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I'm thinking of maybe doing 3 per episode. I'm gonna see, like, how long I've been streaming for. Okay, nearly an hour, yeah. I'm gonna do 3 per episode. So, alright guys, that's the end of this stream. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit of a different one, but it's been really fun so far. And, I'll definitely do a part 2. I'll see you in the next part. See you guys.